Hey guys, welcome to the Altcoin Ignition YouTube channel. It's been a while since I did a video, so before we get into the content, let me start by telling you where I've been and what I've been up to. During this bear market, I went about backtesting a lot of different strategies, some old sort of well-known strategies and other strategies that I came up with myself. And I've stumbled across something, or rather created something that has backtested really well. So I spent the last few weeks actually making a course on that, which will be available soon. It's called the Squeeze Zone, and I think it's a real game changer. I set out to do 100 backtests on the Squeeze Zone, but the results were kind of unbelievable after 100 backtests, so I pushed through to 500 backtests, and I decided to include a copy of every single backtest in the course. So when somebody buys the course, they're going to get a PDF document that has a link to the TradingView screenshot of every single one of the 500 backtests that I did, just so that people have the confidence of knowing that I really did backtest the strategy 500 times and how well it performed. It's not quite ready for release yet. I've got some of my more senior members giving it a review, but if you want to stay up to date, details on how we can stay in touch are in the description box below. Okay, so let's talk about the composite man, or the market manipulator. The market manipulator was described by Wyckoff as follows. All the fluctuations in the market and in the various stocks should be studied as if they were the result of one man's operations. Let us call him the composite man, who in theory sits behind the scenes and manipulates the stocks to your disadvantage if you do not understand the game as he plays it, and to your great profit if you do understand it. So to Wyckoff, the composite man was just a useful thought process for trading. But I actually think there is a composite man pulling the strings behind the scenes, and it's not going to take that long to show you who I think it is. But before we get into it, make sure to subscribe and smack that like button. Without any further ado, let's get into it. The people behind the scenes are so powerful that I'm going to try to avoid using their names. They're actually one of the largest shareholders in YouTube, and I'm worried that it might affect the algorithm if I do. But with that information alone, you should be able to find out who these two organizations are. One or both of these organizations are the largest shareholder, or one of the top 5 largest shareholders in the following companies: Google, Facebook, Twitter, CNN, Fox News, the New York Times, Amazon, which owns the Washington Post, Disney, Netflix, Warner Brothers, HBO, Berkshire Hathaway, JP Morgan Chase, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Alibaba, Tesla, all the big pharmaceutical companies, and I can't be bothered naming all the rest. The list just goes on and on as far as the eye can see. So these two organizations have a hand in virtually everything that you see, hear, and consume, including just about everything that comes out of the financial sector. If you don't believe me, all you have to do is type in the names of any of these organizations followed by the term major shareholders, and you'll find that these two companies are right up there as the major shareholders of all these different companies. And if they're not, it's likely that one of the companies that is, they are one of the main shareholders of that company anyway. These are the people that control the narrative. This is the composite man. So since this is a cryptocurrency channel, we want to ask ourselves the obvious question, and that is the composite man invested? Because while the media and the financial sector would have us believe that Bitcoin is overrated and overvalued, we want to have a look at what the composite man is doing and not what he is saying. We can't see what they're holding in their wallets privately, but we can speculate based on what we can see publicly. So I would encourage you to have a look at these companies, which are some of the top 10 publicly traded companies holding Bitcoin: MicroStrategy, Tesla, Square, Marathon Digital Holdings, Hut 8 Mining Group, and Riot Blockchain. Watch what they do, not what they say. That's all from me, guys. Cheers. I'll see you in the next video.